You know, some companies sell products, others, they build empires. But it's a very, very rare thing for a company to help build an entire nation. Today, we're going to dive into the story of Tata. It's a company's history is so tangled up with India's own that it's literally impossible to tell one story without the other. This really isn't just about business. It's about a vision for a country.
So, let's set the scene. We're going all the way back to 1868. And you have to picture a very different India, one that's under British rule. It's right here, in this moment, that one person started dreaming of a future that looked completely different from the reality around them.
And this is the whole point. The dream wasn't just, hey, let's start a business or let's make some money. Nope. The ultimate goal, right from day one, was to build the foundation of a strong, independent India.
So who was the person behind this incredible vision? That would be Jamsetji Tata. And you got to understand, he wasn't your typical businessman. He was a visionary with an idea that, for the time, was totally radical, that a company's real purpose could be something much, much bigger than just profit.
This was his core philosophy right here. He believed that a nation's real strength doesn't just come from politics. It comes from industry and it comes from knowledge. He just knew that for India to truly stand on its own 2 feet, it had to have its own industries, its own great schools, and its own economic muscle.
Okay, so a powerful vision is great, but talk is cheap, right? How do you make something like that real? Well, this is the part of the story where the dream starts to take actual physical shape, forged in the steel and the structure of a new India.
And this is where you can see just how brilliant the strategy was. They didn't just build a steel plant, which is kind of the engine of all industry. They went a step further and built Jamshedpur, India's very first planned industrial city, right around it. So you see, it wasn't just a factory, it was a living, breathing community. It was a brand new model that proved industry could actually build a better society.
But the vision was always bigger than just steel. Jamsetji knew that a nation needs its roots to be grounded in knowledge. His incredible generosity led to the founding of world-class places like the Indian Institute of Science. He was literally planting the seeds for the future minds that would go on to shape India.
So after Jamsetji, the torch was passed on to people who really got the vision, especially J.R.D. Tata. He took that incredible foundation and just launched it into the modern era, expanding and diversifying the group in a way that was, well, massive. And the evolution here is just remarkable. I mean, look at it. From that industrial core of steel in 1907, they jumped into the car industry with Tata Motors in '45, and then, in 1968, they made this huge forward-thinking leap into the future. They founded Tata Consultancy Services, or TCS, which, as we know, became an absolute global giant in IT.
And let's just talk about Tata Motors for a second. The goal wasn't simply to build cars. The real mission was to put India on wheels. This whole idea was perfectly captured in the Tata Nano, a car that was designed with this crazy ambition of being the most affordable in the world, trying to make transportation a reality for millions of people.
But here's the amazing thing. Through all of that expansion, all the steel, the cars, the software, the core philosophy just never changed. So what is it that really separates Tata from pretty much any other big corporation on Earth? Well, it all comes down to their unique philosophy of giving back.
Just look at this comparison. On the left, you've got your typical company, right? It's a machine built to make money for shareholders. But on the right, that's the Tata model. It's an entire ecosystem built around the community. The main driver isn't quick profits, it's the long-term project of building a nation. It's purpose first, business second. It's a total flip of the script.
And believe me, this isn't just a catchy slogan. It's literally baked into how they're structured financially. Get this, a staggering 66% of the profits from their main holding company are funneled directly back into society. This is not some small line item for corporate charity. It's the whole point of the enterprise. It creates this incredible stability and a level of public trust you just don't see anywhere else.
So what happens to that 66%? It funds this huge network of charitable trusts. And these aren't just funds sitting in a bank account. They're active organizations out there doing the work, supporting everything from schools and hospitals to research and rural development. They are the engine that constantly reinvests the company's success back into the country, keeping Jamsetji's original dream alive and kicking.
So that's the philosophy. But the big question is, how does a century-old idea like this hold up in the 21st century? Let's take a quick look at the legacy of this purpose-driven model in today's world.
Well, for starters, remember how this all began in British-ruled India? Today, the Tata Group operates in over 100 countries. That original dream of a self-reliant nation didn't just succeed, it went global.
And their reach is just immense. Seriously, whether it's the steel holding up a skyscraper, the car you're driving, the software running a bank, the hotel you stay in, or even the tea you drink in the morning, there's a pretty good chance you've crossed paths with a Tata company.
At the end of the day, it all comes down to their motto, leadership with trust. And that's not just about being a leader in business or innovation. It's about a leadership that's built on a foundation of trust that's been earned over more than 150 years.
So the story of Tata really leaves us with a pretty powerful question, doesn't it? I mean, we live in a world that's often obsessed with quarterly earnings and stock prices. But here's a company that offers a totally different model, one where the real bottom line is the well-being of the community. It really makes you stop and ask yourself, what is the true measure of success?